So first of all, thank you so much for joining us today for this masterclass, Earn More, Work Less, how to become the only option for your clients and never have to explain your price again. My name is Corina. I have Alina with me, and we do hope that you will enjoy our presentation today. Before we start, we had a little bit of a catch-up, but if we could go around the virtual room and introduce ourselves, say name, what we do, what our business does, and one fun thing about us, that'll be amazing. We'll do this at the end. So whoever wants to start, please go. I don't know how you unmute yourselves.
So Amira, you could start maybe.
Sure. Hi everyone. I'm Admira. I'm a CFO consultant. I help small business entrepreneurs make better business decisions by following their numbers. And so our mission is to empower financial knowledge. And we mainly work with small businesses. And when I say small, we focus on less than 5 million in revenue. So that's nutshell about me. One fun fact, I am a car fanatic, and not so much crazy about cars, but more so driving fast cars. So yeah, that's a fun fact.
Who wants to go next, please?
Elisenda, if you'd like to unmute yourself.
I'll go next.
Yes, I can do. Yeah. I am a transpersonal coach, and I'm helping people that are getting out of corporate and want to become conscious entrepreneurs in the journey. So on one hand side, to help them in their inner obstacles, and also to find out what they really want to do, and help them step by step to get to the launch.
Brilliant. One fun fact about you?
Fun fact about me? I have to think about that.
Not to worry, we can come back to you.
Yes, please.
Victor, would you like to tell us about yourself?
Sure. Although I'll warn you, I'm not sure I have a fun fact.
Okay, that's not a problem. Do not worry.
Sure. So I'm Victor Lee. I'm here in New Princeton, New Jersey, and I built a business on what I call hub and spoke networking. So what I do is I connect with all the folks in my network. I'm sort of the hub among the different spokes. And what I do is I look for interesting business opportunities from these conversations. So as an example, like, let's say I'm speaking to Corina and she says, do you know anybody who does X, right? And I could say, oh yeah, sure. I met Alina last week. She needs exactly what you're looking for. So I try to do those sorts of things. A meeting at 10 o'clock is I have a client who does, he turns Zoom events into online game shows. So I know it'll be hard to, I know you may not realize this, but not all Zoom events are as much fun as this one. And some of them need a little bit more help. So he creates trivia events around Zoom calls.
Right, that's really interesting. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm also working on a project for an animated movie and some various other things. So happy to connect with everybody on the call and getting to know everybody.
Brilliant. That was really interesting and fun on the side.
Thanks.
Right. Shall we introduce ourselves? I can't see, by the way. I can't see anybody.
Brenda, please go as well. Alina, Brenda.
No worries. So I work for Kettle. We have a software for the return to office. So you can book a desk. We also manage vaccine verification. We do, our goal is to help employees and employers achieve work-life balance. So through the software, it'll make it easier to return to office. So if anyone's interested about hybrid, you guys can contact Kettle Space. A fun fact, I love road trips, but I don't drive. So it's
I don't drive either.
Interesting, but that's my fun fact. What about you guys, Corina and Alina?
Okay, so I'm obviously Corina. I'm a brand strategist, and one fun thing about me is that I'm a Latin dancer in my spare time. So I dance salsa and bachata. And about my job as a brand strategist, I've been working in branding and marketing for the last 10 years, especially in social media, in the education sector, further education, online education. And this has taught me that building a powerful brand starts with you, starts with your motivation to show up, And this is exactly the mistake I see entrepreneurs do. So please don't do that anymore.
My name is Alina, and the fun fact about me is that I am a cat mama and I absolutely love my fur baby. And the professional side of me is that, I'm the content expert here at the Orange Notebook. And I've got 10 years of content expertise across different industries, cybersecurity, education, or finance. And this means that I've seen exactly how big brands position themselves to become the only option for their clients. And what I've also seen is how entrepreneurs don't position themselves as experts. And this is exactly what we're here to help you do today.
So we represent the Orange Notebook, and it's a brand marketing agency run by 3 entrepreneurial friends. I know you only get the 2 of us today, but Beatrice does exist. She lives in Sweden, Stockholm. And together we help our clients build a long-lasting brand legacy. And we love helping CFOs like Admira, she's one of our clients, life coaches, service-based businesses, edu-fintech businesses, find that special X factor. We started the business and we realized we weren't made for the corporate world. We wanted more. We wanted to help. We wanted to talent. We didn't want to waste our time with office politics and limitations. So we decided, let's do this. And it's been super fun. And we love being part of our clients' journey. We help and support them navigate the ups and downs of their businesses. Sometimes at midnight here in England, Admira. so it's a lot of fun. We are very grateful to have this opportunity. And today's topic is very close to us because we've been there and we've seen clients struggle with being stuck in a loop of low pricing, dealing with the wrong clients, and feeling overwhelmed, overworked, close to burnout. And this is what inspired today's presentation. Before we actually start, I'm curious to see what was the appealing factor for you. And I wrote down 6 reasons. So if you could read through them and choose the one that represents you the most and add it to the chat, that would be super grateful. And the good thing is, in the work that we do, we address all of these things. But today's session, we probably won't get to do all of this. But I do hope that by the end of it, you will have a clearer idea, you will learn some things, you will know where to go next, how to get there. So let's see, what was the reason why you joined this masterclass? Can anybody share in the chat? That'll be great. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter. I have to tell you that today's presentation is going to be interactive, so we're going to ask you questions as well, and we hope you'll enjoy that.
I mean, Victor, while we still have you here, before you have to jump off, what was the appealing reason for you?
Sure. Well, I liked the way you presented the event. So I thought it seemed interesting. It was a little bit different. I guess if I had to pick among the 6, I would probably go with number 5. Although I don't really have clients in the sort of the normal sense. So. And also, to Brenda's point, right? I find most of the cattle space events really interesting. So I just tend to show up.
Brilliant.
I like this. You want to create wild demand for your services and become the only option for your clients. Admira and Brenda, you said 6. That's interesting. Okay, so let's actually start. Do you want to change the slide, Alina? Up? Yeah. So before anything, I want to address this. Have you ever said this logo, article, website, product is good enough? I don't have time to make it better now. Yeah, share it in the chat if you have ever said this. If not, have it back. Have you ever said if I could have X in place, I could charge more? No? Yes? Well, there are people that actually say that. So
definitely. And we've met people that think that if there's something missing for them, if only they had the right accreditation, if only they had enough social proof to put in their marketing, they could be charging more. So that was the case for Jennifer, for example. She didn't have enough accreditation. She didn't feel like the skills she had could be justified to charge more. But Christian, it was when he started this business, he started with a Facebook page. So he didn't have a website. Then he had to do a job by himself. So it didn't look professional enough. It didn't represent the vision that he had for his brand. The good news is that together in this masterclass, we will try to help you figure out your X and what is actually missing so that you are able to charge more. And we'll start with an exercise, and it's going to be a bit interesting. So we ask you to just be honest with yourself and just follow our lead.
So the first question in this exercise is, how confident are you to go to your next new client and charge double today? Have a moment to think about this. Drop it in the chat if you want your answer. But I think that we can actually discuss, because there's not a lot of us today. So let's see. Admira, how confident are you to double today?
This is not fair. I was going to ask, is there a scale that I can tell my confidence?
Yeah,
like 1 to 10?
percentages, scale, whatever you want.
I would say a 7, but
Okay.
definitely not a 10.
Why not 10?
I don't know, and not because I don't think I'm more, how do I say this in the right way? Not that I'm not confident in charging myself, but I find myself as how I can help others, and by double charging them is not the way I envision my work, because I'm more for like helping entrepreneurs, and it's not so much like how do I charge more. It's more like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we all want to make money, but I go more in a form of like, what's fair that I can charge them. I still make money, but more so that I help entrepreneurs move the needle. So that's where I am. So the idea of like, I'm just gonna charge double doesn't really cross my mind. And it has nothing to do with about value. It's more about that, my mission of extending a helping hand. And that goes against that. I don't know if I'm making sense, but
No, you are.
more of like how I feel and what I stand for rather than the opposite.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Let's move on to the next question. If you were to charge double, what do you need to know, have,
Oh, sorry. My apologies. My apologies. Sorry.
What do you need to know, have, or do to be able to charge double today? Like, Akira, for example, you said you're only confident like 7 out of 10 to charge double. Anybody else could answer this. What do you need to know, have, or do to be able to charge double today?
Elisanda, how do you feel about this?
So in my case, I'm a coach, so I can work one-to-one, which I've done for many years. And so for me to say, okay, how can I earn more? It wasn't, okay, how can I charge double my clients? But it's like, if I wanted to do that, I just have, I need to choose in which market I'm gonna go. So it's like, if I say Italy, how much they're able to pay for a coaching session is a certain amount. If I go to the US, it's maybe 3 times the value. So that I could do, yeah.
So are you guiding yourself by the market price?
Say again?
Are you guiding yourself in terms of your pricing strategy based on the market price? In Italy, it would be this much. In US, it would be this much.
Yes, in a sense, yes, because as the same as how she called it, Admira said, it depends, you know, where you're living. Like when I was living in Malta, knowing how much they earn, Like
Mhm.
I want that, okay, they have the service that they can pay for. And for me to earn more, it's more about, okay, how can I do group coachings? How can I serve more people, a
Yeah.
lot more people with less time, instead of like doubling or something like that. Yeah, it's like in the moment, it's like I want to offer different prices depending on, especially because of the COVID situation. It's like if they are high earning, it will be one price. If they are like just surviving, it will be different price. If they are at home, because for example in Italy, who is not vaccinated can't go to work, so for them I'll charge another price. So that's my strategy at the moment. Yeah.
So you're also basing your strategy, you're thinking about your ideal client and where they are in their journey and if they can afford it or not.
Yes, yes. And also like my aim is like, I'm more like one of those conscious entrepreneurs. So my main aim is not money. My main aim is impact. So it's like the more people I can help, the more ripple effect I can create, the better. Yeah, so it's like it's more about that than the money is, yes, it's good if it comes in, but and if it's more, it's fine, but it's not my motivating factor.
Okay.
And that's exactly the case for Admira as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly the same thing. For me, it's the same thing. I am in the process of thinking like, yeah, we want to make money, but not so much so like how do I charge my clients double, but more so like how can I create an offering where I make the double, but I'm not charging my clients the double. Because I am a conscious entrepreneur myself. Because for me, it's how do I provide value? It's not so much for me like how do I get myself rich? I mean, I come from a wealthy family, but wealth was never defined as, money. It was like what do you do with it? Like what
means to an end.
Yeah. So I was exactly the same that Alessandra said. It's like offering.
But I really want to know, do you consider your service to be a premium, Admira?
Do I consider? Yes.
Yes. What about you, Alessandra?
I would say yes. Like if I look at the level of my coaching, I would say I'm quite top. And like I know that my weak part was the marketing in the past. Yeah, so it's like I was focused on doing the right job, but not on informing the people what's there. Yeah, and that's like where I'm trying to catch up at the moment.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. What about you, Brenda? We haven't asked you any of these questions.
No worries. It's actually very interesting because I do have a small business back in my home country, Peru. So these questions are, I mean, I understand like about the market because in Peru, like you cannot really be too pricey, but at the same time, I know people that would pay a high price.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's these questions are very interesting.
What's your business in?
So we don't have that many stores in Peru, like in the UK or in the US. So we help people who want to buy, especially like beauty products, buy from another country and import them as a person into the Peru. So it's easier for them to like shop abroad without it's a lot of paperwork to ship something into Peru. So we help them with all that process and makes it way easier. So
this question, sorry, you go.
I mean, I would say it's like a premium service because we don't really know many people who do that. But
so it's quite a unique type of offering.
But I don't know if it's double at the same time.
Let's say you decided in your heart and in your head that you would charge double. How do you feel about that?
I would feel a little guilty. I don't know, because I feel like, I don't know, like if going back to like the market, if I feel like I'm charging too much, I feel like I want to help these people so it's easier for them to like shop from other countries. So I would maybe feel sad like charging them way more if I know it's not like, that's really not like the cost.
Even though you know there are people that would pay.
Exactly. Yes. Even though it is interesting questions.
Yeah. Let's move on. So let's say you would ask your client double the rate, what does the client need to know or see so that they can justify the rate and you can justify the rate? So if I were your
So that you
client,
don't feel guilty anymore, basically.
what do I need to see to go, yeah, that's the right price. I'm ready to pay for that.
For me, I
I'll
think
go.
it would
I'll go. Okay,
be-
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, go, Brenda.
Customer service would have to be like A+, which it is really good, but I don't know. There's always a little more like someone can do, I think, a little
Mhm.
extra. So I
Yeah.
think that for me would be
Customer service. Okay. Elisenda?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think for me it would be like possible if I have like a service which is for like the lower income, where I can give like a, as I said, group coaching that they can afford, and then it's like they can do the high volume, and then if they want to have the one-to-ones, I can double them or triple them or something. That wouldn't be a problem. But it's like to only, like I can only do it when I have the other basic part out. Otherwise, I don't feel it's fair. Yeah, because I want to serve the people. Yeah, and not just yeah.
Okay. What about you, Admira?
I'm struggling with this one because
Let's
mine
forget about
Why are you
forget about
struggling?
charging double. If you were to charge more, what do we need to see as clients in order to invest in you and justify, yeah, that's the right price?
What do we need to see? I mean, as a CFO, it's all about numbers, right? So like
Yeah.
What's the right word I'm trying to use here? So what I help them with is, well, one, run their business, but also how to accomplish more in their life. Like, how do they get paid more? How do they put themselves first and not last? And then when I say they, I mean the entrepreneur. And so what they would need to see is like, they need to see that their life is getting better. They need to see that they have started to accomplish both in business and personal. And so that's what but I don't know that even justifies paying double. It's for me, I'm struggling with this one because it's I don't find it justifiable. I'm like, it's more like, well, let me create more offers that I can make double, but they are still paying the fair price. And then, group coaching, like Alessandra was saying, or some sort of that. But I don't think that I would ever find it justifiable to be like, oh, your life is getting much better, so let me charge you double now because you can now see my value. And that, but it just, in my soul, that would not feel okay. And I always go based of like how I feel about certain thing, and just, it's a conscious thing, like being a conscious entrepreneur. it's all about impact.
Forget about the double element. Consider charging more. So if you're charging $1,000, consider charging $1,200. What do your clients need to know in order to say, yeah, that's the right price, actually? From your answer, you said you need them to see results. You need them to see that their life can be improved and they can achieve whatever they want to achieve.
Yeah, I think that's what like they have to feel the pain about finances. Number one.
Okay.
We have learned this along the way. It's until they feel the pain, they're not going to address it. And once they feel the pain, they have to see that it can get better, and they don't have to feel that pain. So they have to believe in that. That's number one. And only then, when they're ready to do that, only then they will be able to invest in someone like a CFO consultant. Because, let's face it, CFO consultant usually work with big companies. And here I am saying like, no, I only work with small. And so it's not a market that is, not many people will see a CFO as a small business. Yeah. Somebody who's helping a small business, right? And so a lot of them, and that's number one challenge I have is like every time I talk to somebody like, oh, so you work with big companies? I'm like, no. So you work with like investing companies? No. So you're like with venture capital? I was like, no, like I literally work with small businesses. That's it. And so for me, it's all about impact. It's all about value. And I'm all for extending a helping hand. And so like figuring that out and once they realize that they have a pain, and that's when they're gonna be willing to pay for somebody to have them experience less of it.
By the way, this whole exercise, because both you and the descent I went with, I'm a conscious entrepreneur and I don't want to rip people off. You, Brenda, you said the same as well. This exercise is not to make you understand how you can rip people off. This isn't what this is about. It's about removing the guilt when you actually want to put the price that reflects the true value of your service. When you want to have a price that is making it worthy for you to actually stay in business. Because what happens when you don't do that, when you feel guilty, when you don't feel confident, when you feel bad about the prices you have, is that you don't charge the true worth of your service. And there are others that do, in all fairness. So in the long run, you will make it not worth for you to stay in business, really. But the whole point of this, sorry, Admira.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say is like, my impression the entire time is that we are charging the fair price. Like at no point, as a CFO consultant, at no point will I ever say somebody charge minimum. No. You're charging your fair price, but there's a fair price, and what you find fair is different than anybody else. And both of you know that I have this exercise about people going through like what is worth for you. But when I was thinking about doubling the rate, I was thinking more like, well, this is my dream rate. That's what we call it, the dream rate.
Yeah.
Now I'm double that. For me, that doesn't feel
it's too much.
For me, that is too much. That's when I think of that. And at no point am I thinking, oh, below what I'm worth. No. Like I'm charging what I'm worth, but now I want to do more.
You are quite a special case, though, because you are aware of all this information, of all these figures. You have the data to work with. What happens with most entrepreneurs, at least the ones we've talked to a lot recently, is that they're not aware. They have a price, whatever that may well be, good, right, fair, doesn't matter. But what they don't have is the confidence. For most of them, that price is not even the right price. It's not based on data. It's not based on figures. They should probably first work with you. But then it's about matching that price with the actual mindset to back it up. Because if you don't have the confidence, if you don't have the mindset, you won't be able to put that price out there. And we've seen it. We've actually talked to people who say, nah, I'm not going to charge that.
I'm too scared to charge that. Nobody will actually pay.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter if it's double the rate or it's just 10% increase. We've interviewed nearly 50 entrepreneurs. When we asked them, how do you feel about increasing the charge double? They all went, so good.
Great. Yeah.
I feel great. I would love to do that. I could work less. I could have 2 days of holiday, not 2 days off instead of one. But then they were like, but nobody would pay. Nobody would pay.
The point of this is to actually identify what is missing there for you so that you can show your client what they need to see to pay you that rate so that you can feel good that the rate is justified. And the whole point was to start identifying these missing X's.
Let's say you don't charge double, you do nothing. What's the cost of this doing nothing?
Because
I know this answer.
No, Admira. What happens for us as human beings is that we're very good when we're about to make a change in our lives. We're very good at assessing all the things that could go wrong, all of them. And that typically stops us from making that change. What we're very shit at doing is calculating the cost of the inaction. what is actually going to cost us to not do nothing, because there is a cost attached to it.
So if you were to charge double or more, let's say double, you could work half of the time you're working now. You could have a full extra income. So you could invest back in your business or enjoy it yourself. But for me personally, for example, the most important bit is I would not have the pressure of saying yes to any opportunity that comes my way. I can actually filter out the clients that are not right for me because I would not struggle with making money. What about you guys? Can you tell us, how do you feel about this? What's the cost of doing nothing for you? Brenda?
That is also a good question. You came with a bunch of good questions here. So would this mean just like the cost of just being here, like existing, pretty much?
Yeah, doing nothing, like not charging double, not charging
more. What's the cost of not charging more?
Oh, I don't know. I'll pass this. Alessandra, what about you?
Elisenda?
Yes. Sorry, sometimes I can't hear a few of you.
What's the cost of
in my case from the past? Okay, I've put my prices up a few times. So I know I can do that. The thing is, when I see inaction, I see more the inaction of like marketing activity. I didn't do that. Yeah. It's like I was just saying, okay, word of mouth is gonna come, and I've done already enough. I don't know what to do. So that inaction actually created a lot of insatisfaction and pain because it's like I couldn't really survive on what I was working and I loved doing. So this created, let's say, a lot of frustration. So that's why I say, okay, for me, it's not so much about raising the price, but doing more action in marketing so that I have the right amounts of clients, I serve them in the right way, and like how can I distribute, like you say, earn more working less. For me it's more like, okay, I can serve more people doing the groups or courses, and then one-to-one I can raise the price, and like this I have a good work-life balance. So I think I can manage to get there, but it's like I have to step up on the marketing side, because it's like something I'm not an expert in online marketing, so I'm now starting to learn to do it.
Okay, so for you, inaction, removing the inaction means working more, doing more, investing in marketing.
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant. Great.
Admira, would you like to tell us what's the cost of the inaction?
I'm going to keep it simple. Family time.
Yes.
It would mean my son would be more often at my desk saying like, Mama, you're still working? How much more are you working?
But mommy needs to work to make money.
This is why I say to him, but as a 4-year-old, he just says, can I just not have the chocolate? I just want to have mommy.
Yeah.
They're learning even at the early age.
Absolutely. Yay. Here's one thing no one ever tells you. There's nothing really stopping you from charging your true worth other than your own mindset. And I already said, we've interviewed entrepreneurs. They all were very excited about charging more, but they felt like they couldn't because their mindset didn't allow them to. And we realized that when a few things are missing, that leads to lack of confidence. And in order to get confident, take action, do more, charge more, so you need to realize what's missing. And that was the point of the exercise. Because even though you may think that your service is premium and the client experience you're delivering is amazing, if you don't have confidence, you still doubt that somebody will pay what you truly deserve. And normally the missing links from our conversations with entrepreneurs, from our market research, are related to looks, how the brand looks, how the website looks, how the marketing looks, how the message is presented, how the value is communicated, how you talk to your clients. Again, the confidence, the energy you show in conversations with clients, in client calls. So let's.
It's a lot about perception. Oh, loud. It's a lot about perception and how the brand looks and how it is perceived in front of others. And I've got a few different facts to give you. So, did you know, for example, that a seminar with Tony Robbins costs between 2.5K and 5K? Did you know that Gary Vee commands a fee of over $100,000 for a speaking event? Did you know that Michael Serwa is dubbed as UK's highest paid life coach, and he charges 30K for his coaching programs? Now, what do all these people have in common is confidence in a strong brand.
And marketing.
And marketing, but they didn't always have a strong brand. Michael, for example, he started charging people 20, 30 pounds for an hour of coaching. This is how he started out in his business. But what they did initially have was the confidence and the desire to build a strong brand. They never set out to just be one in the crowd. They always knew they wanted to stand out, and then they went and made it happen.
So a strong brand allows you to charge more because it implies a few things like accountability. When you have a brand, there is an implied responsibility. If something goes wrong, there will be somebody to answer for that, right?
So if you think about Amazon, you want to, because everybody knows about it, you want to order from Amazon because if anything goes wrong, there will be somebody there to either give you the money back or take care of your order or replace it. This is what accountability really means.
If you consider quality, building a brand takes time. By the way, how do you guys feel about your brand at the moment? Is it in the right place or not? Or Elisenda, what do you think?
I'm biased again because Corina and Alina helped build my brand. That's why I'm amazing about my brand.
How do you feel about your brand, Elisenda?
I'm still building it. So as I said before, like my weak point was just that. It's like because I'm a very introverted person, it's like, as I said, I'm very good at what I'm doing, but I'm not good at really selling myself. From the rooftops. And also it's like I have also a degree in business administration, but it's like it wasn't like that conscious type that I was looking for. So it's like something was hindering me and I didn't know what other way I can use to get out, So now it's like I feel like I've invested in conscious marketing, how to learn how to do it, and now I feel like I can do it, and I just have to do it. So I feel like I am maybe 10% in building my brand, and also like I'm myself a startup, yeah. So it's like I have the last 2 years done research on how teams can consciously co-create services. So it's like I have done a lot of research. So it's like I'm in the pre-launch phase myself. So I wouldn't expect my brand to be strong. It's like I'm working on finding out, okay, still creating the logo, still finding how can I structure my services so that I can serve the world best. It's like I'm in the pre-phase. So all still to define.
Do you feel like once you have all these things figured out, you feel like you'll be more confident and you would show up in a confident way to talk about what you can do for clients? Does that help you, having the logo, the website?
It's just, for me, it's just a tool, because like as I've worked so much on my inner self, I have the confidence that I need. So it's more about how can I show it as well in a visible way, so that the brand will help me, but it's not the brand that is going to make me confident. It's like the confidence I have, the brand should show it to others to see. Yeah.
We were talking about quality, and quality means when, building a brand does take time, effort, patience, money, action. But it does half of the sales pitch for you. So instead of you trying to convince a client about the value of your work and your services, you can just point them to your website where you have a case study, and they can read themselves about the amazing things that you do.
Exactly the way you said, Elisenda, it's a tool. Your everything you build around your brand is a tool for you to showcase the quality of your service, because you know inside that you offer a great quality. So once you've got everything in place, the website, the logo, the case studies, everything to show that quality to people, that's it. That is how your brand helps you sell.
Reputation. If we look at reputation, when you build a brand, there is an implied responsibility to keep that reputation, because it's exactly that reputation that helps you, for example, start upfront or charge a bit more, because it removes half of the doubt of a potential screw up, actually.
Brenda, you said an interesting thing about customer service, for your business. Now, if your service is quite unique in what you offer, and you build the strongest reputation for customer service that is second to none, there is literally nobody out there that can handle customer service queries better than you. Do you think that people would be, word of mouth spreads? And do you think that the people that benefit from this, would they recommend you to other? Would they feel more inclined to recommend you to other based on the reputation you've built on that customer service?
Yes, definitely. Honestly, like most of our clients are come from reputation. Like a lot of like my friend told me about it, or my aunt needs something, which is great. And I think we sell only on Instagram in Peru. Like buying through Instagram is like the biggest thing right now. So we don't have a website, but we just, like sell through Instagram. And I think we've built a great community. So our reputation has been there. And we did recently increase our prices because of the currency change. We had a new president, and the value of the dollar like went up. And since we work with dollars and the Peruvian currency, we had to put our prices up. But people were very understanding about the situation. I mean, I guess they justified it with like what's going on in like the country. Like it makes sense that you guys need to raise your prices. But I mean, they were, I don't know, like the feedback we got back was very positive. Like it's like a friend, like we know you guys are doing it because it's nothing bad that you're doing, So yeah, I think our reputation it's good so far. Yeah.
Let's look at expectations. A brand creates expectations about what it stands for, what it delivers, whom, what kind of people it brings in its community. And in marketing, we have this build a tribe of an engaged community. People associate with brands because it makes them feel good, and it makes them feel special, and it makes them look good as well.
So when you feel good and you look good, you want to brag about it to your friends. It becomes a thing of status. You want to talk about it. I've got this, for you, it's cosmetics, it's makeup, I gather. So when people say in your community, when people say, oh, I've got this new mascara and I've got it through Brenda's business, through this Instagram page. And then somebody else wants to shop from that because, oh, she's got this new mascara that we haven't got yet. And we want it too. It becomes a thing of status. And then it builds up the expectation that in this community, we're going to talk about mascara. We're going to have the first things on the market. We're going to have access to these things that nobody else does. So that's how expectations work for a brand.
So how do you actually build a strong brand? By focusing on three main pillars: who you are, your brand identity; who you serve, your ideal clients; and what you can do for them, your services. So let's look at this individually. So knowing who you are, knowing your brand identity will help you stay focused and take strategic and intentional actions. like you said, Elisenda, you need to take action. Knowing who you are will drive that and will help you show up every day in a powerful way to make a long-lasting impression. All of that so that you never have to justify yourself. You never hear, oh, you're too pricey. You never have to justify your services or your prices.
So for example, to put this in perspective, when we talked to a client, Christian, about charging his true worth for his organic skincare brand, he said this brand is not quite there yet. He wanted the brand to look and feel in a certain way before going to approach the major retailers to position his products at a certain price point in the market. After he did coaching with us in October to get clarity over his identity, over his brand positioning, he is now working on his pitch to approach online retailer ASOS, if you've heard of them in the US.
Let's look at the second pillar, ideal client. Knowing your ideal client, what they need, will help you craft the right solution for them, to help them overcome their problems, achieve their goals. And then you'll put that solution in words and stories that actually relate to them. And knowing who you serve, and I think, Admira, you can say, you can confirm this, will help you filter your audience to attract only the relevant people, so that you stop chasing the wrong ones and you dedicate all your energy to the ones that see the real value of your service.
So, for example, Annabelle, she was a social media manager when we met her that just started in business. She wasn't confident in her skills. She didn't have a strong foundation in place. So she was signing up every single client that was coming her way. And when we talked about what was missing for her to be able to charge more so that she only takes on the clients that are really worth her time, she felt that the lack of experience, she was only young in business, the lack of experience was an obstacle. No one would pay more for her skills. So when we helped her realize that she wasn't just selling a skill to her clients, she was actually saving them time, removing hassle. She was bringing in clients and revenue. She understood that there were clients out there that would be willing to pay more for her service. And after showing her where and how to find these clients and how to check for the real problems that these people actually have, she signed up 7 new clients since then, and they are all paying the true worth of her service.
What about knowing your services, knowing what you have to offer? I think, Elisenda, this one is for you. Knowing what you can offer and how you are different from your competition will help you promote your services more efficiently and with more confidence. The marketing element that you feel it's missing at the moment. And building a clear offer suite will help remove the anxiety when it comes to talking money, selling. You'll have options to upsell, downsell. So you'll build an offer suite that caters for different needs and budgets. And that's how you become the only option for your clients.
Rodney is a locksmith, and his offer is pretty simple and straightforward. He changes locks. There's not much you can package or diversify or do with this kind of work. When we did those exercises with him, his answer was, that's the market price. I can't charge more because people just won't pay for it. And I don't have extra things to sell. By the end of those exercises that we've done together, he remembered that there were actually clients that were offering to pay more. So when he was doing up the invoice, they were asking, well, what about your labor? Should I pay you more for the labor you've just done? So in our coaching program, we showed him how to add value to the offer he currently has by adding a guarantee and the promise of safety. So instead of saying, hi, I'm Rodney, I'm going to change your locks and that's it, here's the invoice, thank you for the business, he would say, if I change your locks, I promise a 2-year guarantee with a free replacement, plus the safety, the peace of mind that no burglar can break in. And now all of a sudden, he has a different promise of value. And he's included this in all his business cards and doubled his prices. And he's actually getting more clients than he was before.
So these 3 examples are all from our clients, but they're not the only ones we helped. So if we look at Nick and Stefan Motorworks, a car repair business. What we did together was brand identity coaching. So we helped them understand who they are, what they stand for, who they want to serve, how, in what way. And we reflected this in a professional website that challenge with a clear message that challenges the stereotype of a dirty mechanic. And the result, they didn't expect this, they went from 0 to 20K in just 3 months. Regular 20K months. Admira, again, giving you as an example, CFO. So I think we met over a year ago, or maybe just a year ago. And if you remember, Admira, back then, you were very much, I don't need a website. I don't have enough information to put on a website. And we started with brand identity coaching. And at the end of that, we all realized you do need a website. There's a lot to talk about you, your story, and what you do and the value that you provide to your clients. We looked at your services together and we built an offer suite. And we ended up creating a course together, the Profit Accelerator. By the way, it's on her website. If you guys want to check it out, shameless plug.
Accounting Solutions. Becky was an interesting case study because she came to us with the need for a proposal redesign. But when we started digging a little further, we understood that the real underlying issue for her not converting enough clients was actually an identity conflict, because Becky would always identify herself as all the things she is not. She was not a bookkeeper, she was not an accountant, she was not a CFO, she was not a business coach. And by the end of all of this, nobody actually knew what she was and how she could really help her clients. So we did 4 coaching sessions with her, and we actually dug around a little bit, and it took a bit of work because it was a mindset shift that we had to create there before we could get to work on the proposal. And since then, she had no problem converting clients.
So everything starts with brand identity and building a strong brand and knowing who you are, knowing who you serve, and knowing what you can offer. And from our conversations with entrepreneurs in the market research, from the work we do with our clients, we know this is the way to become the only option for your clients. That's why we created the Brand Elevate Effect, which is a 4-month coaching program for entrepreneurs who are ready to build a powerful brand and become the only option for their clients, for overachievers who are tired of feeling lost and overwhelmed, and for those who are ready to deliver their time and expertise and get paid what they truly deserve.
So what we actually cover in the Brand Elevate Effect is really simple. So month 1, we go through all your brand identity essentials. We help you craft the brand identity that is truly aligned with you and your business vision. Month 2 is all about your ideal client, and we show you how to collect the information that gets inside your clients' minds and hearts. We show you the actual true psychology behind buying and the real customer journey, which surprisingly is not always in a straight line. We also show you how to do market research and how to validate this in a really practical kind of way. Month 3 and 4 are all about your offers, and we help you package those skills and expertise that you have in the best possible way so that you can serve clients better, upsell or downsell as you need to, and really build sustainable profits over time.
What you actually get in these 4 months, course materials and workbooks, fortnightly group coaching calls, 2 hours each, and private support for 4 months in case you have questions. We want to support everyone on a one-to-one basis. And all of this to help you build a powerful brand and reflect it in everything you do online.
So what the Brand Elevate Effect can actually do for you is help you build an offer that attracts and sells, because that's really, really important. Elisabeth, I'm sure you agree with us here. You need to grow an engaged audience of the right type of clients, because it's easy to gather all kinds of clients, but that's not really what's going to support your business in the long run. It helps you build a content strategy that really gives you results. It helps you build a community of fans like you, Brenda, that promote you everywhere they go. It helps you figure out where your clients truly are and how to really attract them like a magnet.
I'm curious, Guy, have you ever worked with a coach? Yes. No. No. Yes.
Corina, can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Have you guys ever worked with a coach?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brenda, no?
No, I haven't.
No. So if you've never worked with a coach, but this sounds interesting, this is what you can expect from working with a coach. So Admira, again, giving you as an example, I think we can all agree that you are now clearer about who you want to serve, and you can filter out wrong clients.
Christian is a yoga teacher, and after we built his brand identity that is truly aligned with him now, he runs yoga classes in London, Brazil, and he also conducts international retreats.
Gabi stopped feeling overwhelmed and is now selling her products with more confidence because we coached her to do so. And Stefan, oh my God, he struggled with pricing big time because he was like, nobody would pay. Nobody would actually consider my service a premium. He's a massage therapist. But he knew in his heart that he was delivering a lot of value, and everyone, all his clients were saying, you're really good. And they were referring him, and word of mouth was really powerful. So together we did some coaching, and now he started charging double. So initially he was charging, I think, around 40 pounds. And I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he said, you don't believe what's going to happen. I got contacted by this hotel that wants to hire me to do some massage for a Star Wars actor, and I'm charging them double my rate. And he said, I was never confident to do that until we actually spoke.
Yeah, he actually charged I think £100 for those sessions, and that was a pretty big jump for him, and a pretty fair one, even if I say so myself, to be honest. Iveta, we just finished working with Iveta, and she wanted to start her coaching business the right way by having all those foundations in place. So she now knows who she is and who she wants to serve. And the same with Lisa, because she already had the business. She was a transformational coach, and she wanted to build an offer that was really good for her clients. Kind of what you were saying, Alessandra, different offers at different price points for different kind of clients. And this is kind of what we helped her achieve, really.
So we can help clients get to the point where they can charge whatever they consider true for their services and the value they provide. So in this offer, the brand elevate effect, this is not public yet. So we are selling it behind the scenes, and we are treating this as a mastermind. We want to keep the cohorts really small, around 5 people really, because we want to make sure we provide the support everyone needs. And we want this to feel like a one-to-one coaching program, with the added benefit that you will have other entrepreneurs to share your struggles with, to communicate and learn from each other. And it's a 4-month coaching program, as I said. And the offer we have is for £2,500 if you enroll by Friday. It's my birthday, by the way. So if you feel like this is something interesting and right for you, you can join today for just $675, followed by three monthly installments.
We actually created this discount in time for Corina's birthday, really, to celebrate us. So
how do you book? It starts with one call. If you're interested, get in touch, or put it in the chat if you feel it's right for you, and we can follow up. We can have a call and see if it's the right program for you. But you have our email addresses there. And we're approaching the end of this session, and the bigger question is, we've had education, we've had some powerful questions or interesting questions and answers, and some hopefully breakthrough moments. And the question now is, what should you do next? So let's find the answer together.
Corina, I just wanted to mention really quickly, Alexandra has been able to join as well. So I think,
hi,
hi, Alex. Hi.
Hi, all.
Um,
Nice to see you.
I think that she can do this exercise with you. I think that's going to be really interesting.
Oh, putting you on the spot now.
I'm putting you on the spot, Alexandra.
So
Oh my goodness.
let's do this exercise together. It's about what should you do next, really, and it's a bit interesting because you just joined, so we're putting you on the spot. Let's look at what success looks like for you. Let's imagine that we meet in 3 years' time. We haven't spoken in this time, and we meet in 3 years' time. And I ask you, I say, "Oh, it's great to see you. How have you been?" And you answer, "I finally did it. My business is so successful." Continue the sentence below and make it as specific as you can, thinking about how you feel, what you see, what you hear.
I finally did it. My business is so successful. I hear from my clients that they feel less overwhelmed in their business, that they have a better handle on their operations and their marketing plans, that they have more time free to do things with their friends and family on the weekends and evenings, and that they're growing and happy that they're doing it in a methodical, planned out way.
How do you feel?
I feel supported and happy that I'm able to provide this kind of support to my clients. And I'm also happy that I've been able to grow. So I'm no longer limited to the one-to-one coaching that I've been doing, and now have successful group programs, and have been able to expand the number of people that I can help.
Where are you right now, Alex?
Right now, I am working on.
No. In this exercise where you are successful, where are you based? Are you in a flat? Are you in a house? Are you on holiday? Are you on the beach? Where are you?
I'm in a flat, and I have office space when I need it to meet with my clients. And I have the freedom to base myself in other locations for a few weeks at a time without my business grinding to a halt.
What time of the day is it?
Probably morning.
What are you getting ready to do?
I am getting ready to facilitate one of my group programs.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
What are you wearing?
I am dressed professionally, but not in a suit.
Not in a suit. Perfect. Are you on the sofa? Are you on a chair?
No, I'm probably at a desk. I like to work at a desk.
Brilliant. What's happening after the group coaching session? What's the plan for the day?
I'm meeting friends for coffee and maybe popping into a museum this afternoon.
Fantastic.
I
love all of that.
So we've painted a nice picture there. Let's freeze that picture and let's look at success for you in the future. Turn her around to face the now you, the one now in the session. What can successful you tell the now you to reach your goals? What can the now you in this session?
What's the first thing that springs to mind from when you turn that successful you, the one that's dressed professional, the one that's at a desk, getting ready for this coaching program? What does she know that she can tell the now you in order to help her reach her goals?
Two things. I think continue working with coaches and professionals so that I could get the support that I need to move forward, and to not frankly give up or quit, just to have patience that it's a new business and it'll grow.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Elisenda, do you wanna do the exercise with us? I think it would be interesting for you as well.
I really liked, Alexandra, how fast you went into this exercise. Amazing. Great.
Alina, do you want to move the slide?
Yeah, of course.
So let's say we meet again in 3 years' time, and I say, great to see you. How have you been? And you start the answer with, I finally did it. My business is so successful.
Yeah. I can see myself offering the group coachings, and like I see already some cohorts lined up that are thanking me.
Mhm.
I'm
Do you have
trying
a
to.
logo?
Yeah, sure. I have a logo. That's very soon. I think the logo is
Do
already
you have
like.
a website?
Yes, I have a website. I have a logo.
Do people
I
recognize
have
your name?
I have a few one-to-one still, but mostly is group based or working with teams as well.
What do people know you for best?
They know that if they want to build a conscious business and they don't know where to start and how to do that, if they work with me, they're gonna make it.
Excellent. And where are you in this picture? Where are you based? Where are you working from?
Where am I working from?
What country are you in?
No, yeah, I think I'm still gonna be here, but maybe in a different house where I can receive clients in extra facilities. And also receive some, like, yeah, maybe the groups, maybe not the groups, maybe I want to have them in other special venues where they can cater for them. Yeah.
How does your office look? How does your workspace look?
It looks chic, it looks inviting, comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I
how do you
can sense
feel?
that.
How do you feel?
It feels right. Yeah, it feels right. It feels like, yeah, that's what I'm working towards, because like I want the clients, like I do mostly online, but it's like if people arrive physically, like I want them to feel elevated and comfortable. And
Do you have a
yeah.
drink on your desk?
Again, a drink?
Yeah.
Just water.
Just water. And are you getting ready to eat? Do you go out to eat? Do you order in your workplace?
I think I'll still continue what I'm doing, like cooking for the family. Like I want to have a work-life balance where I still have time with family.
So how
and
does the rest
enjoying
of the
that.
Yeah. So how does the rest of the afternoon look like for you?
The afternoon. Maybe it's already afternoon and I feel like comfortable that I've already done something, and I know that maybe in the morning I won't have to work and I can enjoy going to the beach and having like a nice time for myself enjoying.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. So you're gonna go to the beach.
Okay. Yeah. Again, a really nice image, very specific. Let's freeze it. And similar to what we did with Alexandra, let's turn that future you, successful you around to speak to Elisenda now. Yeah. What do you now need to know or learn to reach that success, to be in that picture?
She says, go ahead. She fully trusts me. She tells me that I'm on the right path. It's about persistence and doing the work to get it there. Yeah.
So show up, be confident, take action, take control. It's on you to make that happen, right?
Yeah. It's like to implement. Yeah, it's like not just knowing it in my head, but really doing it and making the steps happen. Yeah.
I've done this exercise too myself, and when I froze the picture and turned it around, the first thing that popped to mind was I need to do networking networking just came to mind instantly. So it was really a very powerful way of allowing my subconscious to tell me exactly what I need to know to get there. Because that's the thing about this exercise. We know what we need to know, but it's about making room in our mind to allow that to show through and come out for us. But I'm not sure how good we are for time, but if Brenda would like to do this as well, because I think it would be interesting for her too. Admira, I'll leave you to the side because we can do this with you tomorrow. Just because
we've
I'm
already done it many times, so we're good.
So let's move again to the previous slide, Alina.
Yes.
So Brenda, it's great to see you again in 3 years' time. How have you been?
So I finally did it. My business is so successful. I feel accomplished. I feel happy. I feel like I want to keep going. What do I see?
Do you still have a job?
Yes, I like working. Yes, I do. What do I see? I see myself with my business partner celebrating, relaxing, having a good
Where are you celebrating?
Actually, she's moving to New York, so probably New York. It's very exciting. Being able to take care of ourselves. Yeah. What do I hear? I hear my clients happy. I hear they recommend my service to their friends. I hear new ideas. I hear good things.
Are you thinking about like hiring, growing the team, getting more people on board?
Yes. What do I see? I see we open like a few stores around the city in Peru. We do maybe like shipping to areas that we're not doing right now. Like we're growing. What else? Yeah, I think.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing. It is warm over there, so I'll be wearing maybe a dress, something nice, since we are also celebrating. Me and my business partner.
Brilliant. Nice picture again. Let's freeze it. So I'm asking you around to Brenda today. What does Brenda today need to know or learn to reach that, be in that picture?
I think patience as well. Like things are gonna come its way. Perseverance to just keep pushing, keep working. Maybe letting her know that she's proud, so she has to keep working hard. And that even if there are challenges coming along, like things can be solved, with patience and good what is it, like good good humor, like good personality. I don't know. Yeah.
So really, we are getting to the end of this, and in order to earn more and work less, really the key is to build a powerful brand. And building a powerful brand starts with you. Everything else, marketing-wise, are just tools. Prices as well, just tools to get there, to help you get there, and to keep you going, to keep you stay motivated, showing up every day on Instagram, on Facebook, or wherever, doing this kind of presentations and masterclasses, getting visible. It all starts with you. Everything else is about taking action and getting the tools in place to support that those efforts, that growth. If you guys have any questions.
I mean, we had the slide ready, time for Q&A. I don't think we have a lot of time left. I think we went over quite a bit.
But if you have questions, please email us. We will be in touch with you this week to give you more information about what we discussed today. And I think, Brenda, you will share the replay with everyone as well. But we had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for your involvement, really, for your patience, for your time. And I hope
being honest and taking part in our exercises, because this is kind of, when we imagined this masterclass, we didn't just want to talk at you. We actually wanted to get your involvement as well, because that's what makes it interesting, really.
And really, I really wanted to shake the reality a little bit with those uncomfortable questions. I wanted to at least raise a question mark in your head. And I know for some people, it's not about charging double or charging more. It's fine, it's okay, whatever feels right to you. But the point of and the message we want to leave this masterclass with is, in order to build a powerful brand and to get to where you want to be, that image of success 3 years from now, it starts with you. You need to take action. You need to show up. You need to be visible. So thank you so much, and thank you, Brenda, for inviting us. We
Yes,
really
very
had
much.
fun, and I hope you did as well. Thank you, guys.
thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you
Great
very
job.
much.
Have a
Bye.
lovely
It was
day.
Nice to meet you all.